Biomed Nexus Daily updates your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. TLDR. The FDA approved Foundayo, orforglipron, on April 3rd, making it the first oral small molecule GLP-1 receptor agonist for obesity and the only oral GLP-1 that can be taken without food or water restrictions. The approval came under the Commissioner's National Priority Voucher Program just 50 days after filing, making it the fastest NME approval since 2002. Shipping through LillyDirect began April 6th. Self-pay pricing starts at $149.99 a month. Anthropic acquired stealth biotech AI startup Coefficient Bio for approximately $400 in an all-stock deal. The team of fewer than 10 former Genentech computational biologists will join Anthropic's healthcare life sciences division. Takeda, TAC, terminated its 8-year partnership with Denali Therapeutics, DNLI, on a frontotemporal dementia program. Strategic decision, not safety or efficacy related. Denali regains full rights. Citeline's annual R&D report found the global pharma pipeline contracted for the first time since the mid-1990s, 22940 drugs in development, down 3.9% from 23875. Executive takeaway: the biggest oral obesity event of the year happened last week, and it landed faster than anyone expected. The FDA approved Lilly's Foundayo, orforglipron, on April 1st under the Commissioner's National Priority Voucher Program, 50 days after filing and 294 days before the original PDUFA date. That makes it the fastest new molecular entity approval since 2002. Shipping through LillyDirect started Sunday. Self-pay pricing begins at $149 a month at the lowest dose. This is a once-daily oral GLP-1 pill that can be taken any time of day without food or water restrictions, a meaningful convenience advantage over Novo's oral Wegovy, which requires a 30-minute fasting window. The oral GLP-1 war is now officially live. Novo launched its Wegovy pill in January. Lilly has Foundayo shipping within days of approval. Both companies are racing to lock in self-pay patients through DTC channels before the other can build enrollment momentum. Read full analysis what to watch. Foundayo launch. Trajectory. LillyDirect is shipping now. Retail pharmacy and telehealth provider availability will expand rapidly. Watch for initial prescription volume data and how quickly Lilly can scale supply at $149 a month. Novo vs. Lilly oral GLP-1 battle. Novo's Wegovy pill is $149 a month at the 1.5 mg dose. Lilly's Foundayo is $149 a month at the lowest dose. The pricing is identical at entry. The differentiation is convenience. Foundayo has no fasting requirement and weight loss magnitude, Claude for life. Science's Anthropic's coefficient. Bioacquisition means biology-specific AI capabilities are coming to Claude within 12 to 18 months. Sanofi, Novo Nordisk, and AbbVie already use Claude. Section 232 tariff responses. Mid-sized biotechs are beginning to negotiate MFN and onshoring agreements ahead of the September 29th deadline. Top story: Foundayo is approved. Lilly's oral GLP-1 pill shipped within days of FDA clearance. LLY, what happened? The FDA approved Foundayo, orforglipron, on April 1, 2026 as the first oral, once-daily, small-molecule GLP-1 receptor agonist for adults with obesity or overweight, with at least one weight-related comorbidity. The approval came under the Commissioner's National Priority Voucher (CNPV) pilot program just 50 days after filing. The original PDUFA date was January 20, 2027. FDA Commissioner Martin McCurry called it a demonstration of what the FDA can achieve when we eliminate delays. The data, the Attain phase. 3 program enrolled over 4,500 patients across 2 global trials. In Attain 1, patients on the highest dose who completed treatment lost an average of 27.3 pounds, 12.4% body weight reduction, at 72 weeks versus 2.2 pounds with placebo. The drug also reduced cardiovascular risk markers including waist circumference, non-HDL cholesterol, triglycerides, and systolic blood pressure. Attain-Maintain showed orforglipron was superior to placebo in maintaining weight loss in patients switching from injectable semaglutide or tirzepatide. In the head-to-head ACHIEVE-3 trial versus oral semaglutide, orforglipron 36 mg delivered greater A1C reduction 2.2% versus 1.4% and weight loss 19.7 lbs versus 11.0 lbs. The launch, Foundayo, is available immediately through LillyDirect, with shipping beginning April 6th. Broad retail pharmacy and telehealth availability will follow. Pricing, 25-month for eligible patients with commercial insurance, 149-month self-pay at the lowest dose, with higher doses up to 399-month. Medicare, Part D pricing of 50-month is targeted for July 2026. Lilly has submitted for approval in more than 40 countries. Executive impact. This approval fundamentally changes the competitive dynamics of the oral GLP-1 market. Foundayo can be taken any time of day without food or water restrictions, a significant convenience advantage over Novo's oral Wegovy, which requires 30 minutes of fasting. Lilly CEO David Ricks noted that fewer than 1 in 10 people who could benefit from GLP-1 therapy are currently taking one. With Foundayo at 149-month, Wegovy pill at 149-month, Wegovy injection subscriptions at 249-month, and Zepbound at 299 to 449-month, the obesity market just entered its most competitive phase in history. Corporate and business development's Anthropic pays $400 billion for a 10-person biotech AI startup. What happened? Anthropic acquired Coefficient Bio, a stealth AI biotech startup, for approximately $400 million in an all-stock deal, reported by The Information, confirmed by TechCrunch. Founded 8 months ago by Samuel Stanton and Nathan Frey, both former Genentech Prescient Design, the team of fewer than 10 employees will join Anthropic's healthcare life sciences division. Against Anthropic's 380B post-money valuation, this represents roughly 0.1% dilution. Executive impact coming 1 week after Lilly's 2.75B in silico deal, this reinforces that AI drug discovery is an active capital deployment category. Anthropic is now the only major AI lab with in-house pharmaceutical domain expertise at the model level. Sanofi, Novo Nordisk, and AbbVie already use Claude in their operations. Biology-specific features are expected within 12 to 18 months. Takeda exits 8-year dementia partnership with Denali TAC, equals DNLI. What happened? Takeda notified Denali on April 3rd that it is terminating their collaboration on DNL593, progranulin replacement for FTD-GRN. The partnership began in January 2018 with $150 million upfront. Takeda stated the decision was strategic and not related to efficacy or safety data. Denali regains full rights. Phase 1-2 enrollment is complete, 40 patients, with data expected by end of 2026. Executive impact. This is Takeda's latest portfolio simplification under incoming CEO Julie Kim, following the 634 US job cuts, the 126B restructuring, and the positive zasocitinib data. Denali now bears all development costs alone, but retains full IP and has a recently approved commercial product, Avlaya, for Hunter syndrome. Clinical and research updates global pharma pipeline. Contracts for the first time. Since the 1990s, what happened? Citiline's annual R&D report found 22,940 drugs in development at the start of 2026, a 3.9% decline from 23875 in 2025. This is the first contraction since the mid-1990s. The pipeline had nearly quadrupled from 15,995 in 2001 to 23875 in 2025. Oncology dropped from 9476 to 9036. Rare disease shrank from 7721 to 7618. Executive impact. The headline is dramatic, but the nuance matters. The number of companies with active programs actually grew from 6823 to 7057. Phase 1, 2 and 3 pipeline sizes all increased, as did total drug launches. What's shrinking is the earliest stage pipeline. Companies are killing preclinical candidates faster and concentrating resources on higher conviction programs. The AI drug discovery wave is partly a response to this. If the industry is advancing fewer candidates, the selection process needs to be better. The week ahead. Now Foundayo shipping through LillyDirect, retail pharmacy rollout in progress. April, Novo Nordisk, Wegovy, HD US launch continues. April, Heart Rhythm 2026 conference, July 2026. Medicare, Part D pricing for Foundayo, 50-month, targeted, H2, 2026. Denali, DNL 593, Phase 1-2 FTD GRN data, read, full analysis Biomed Nexus Pro, institutional intelligence briefing today's Pro, brief Foundayo vs Wegovy, pill full competitive comparison on dosing, convenience, pricing, weight loss data, and distribution, Anthropic's life sciences bet. What 400 millimoles for 10 people tells you about the emerging economics of biology-native AI pipeline plateau? Why fewer drugs in development and more active companies is actually a healthy signal. Updated Catalyst calendar. Upgrade to Pro. Today, read full article. Selective 2026. Sponsorship placements are available. Reply directly to discuss a partnership or submit an inquiry here.